Are you willing to engage in a dishonest hustle over honest hard work as long as it brings in more money? Do you celebrate the rich even when it is known that they've attained those riches engaging in some unwholesome deeds? Let me know what your answers are in the comment section below. My name is Katla Moari, and thank you so much for visiting my channel. I'd appreciate it if you and I would meet here every single week, so please quickly click those subscribe and notification bell buttons so that you never miss out on this informative and encouraging content. So often, we see a lot of men and women being celebrated for their success, regardless of the fact that that success has been ill-gotten. On a daily basis, on our social media and even the conversations that we hear about how these people are living the soft life even after doing these dishonest things. And if we're not careful, this could cause our moral compasses to be weakened. It could cause our view of right and wrong, acceptable and unacceptable to be distorted. Furthermore, if you and I are busy living our lives honestly and putting in the hard work and keep on waiting for that big break for months and even years, it could get discouraging and lead us to a place of desperation. But I'm here to tell you today that desperation is a very, very dangerous place to be. It's better for you and I to attain our success slow and steady instead of hitting the roof, being catapulted by dishonesty, by illegal things, by lies, and just unwholesome things. I learned this and I started thinking about this after an experience that I had. This was not the best experience, but it is an experience that has taught me some very valuable lifelong lessons, which I'm about to share with you in today's video. So here's a bit of my story. I was at a place of being unhappy with where I was. I wasn't really happy with what was happening in my life and how things were. And I got to a place of desperation. I was desperate to get out of the rut that I felt that I was in. So I started applying for jobs like a lot and finally got an interview at a very reputable company, which was, in my opinion, very focused on the future and on the advancement of its employees. It still is. So I got the interview, which I was very happy about. I went for the interview and I think it went great. After the interview, I had to do an Excel test. I knew that I was going to do an Excel test. So prior to that, I went online and I saw how to prepare for an Excel test and I did my preparations and I got into the test, sat in front of the PC and started doing the test. So as I was doing it, I felt like this is not going as well as I thought it would, and it's not going as well as I think it should either. So I was doing my best, but my best felt like it just wasn't good enough because, it wasn't, the Excel was not excelling. I was not excelling in Excel. So in that time, I was thinking, you know what, I have this opportunity. I got the interview and the interview was great and this Excel thing is not going so great and I really want to join this team. I want to join this organization and I cannot have this test mess that up for me. I just cannot allow it to jeopardize my chances of getting into this organization and, just doing the best in what I think is a better company than where I was. Maybe not company, but where I was, it's not a bad company. I just felt like I'm at a place where I'm not growing anymore. I'm at a place where I'm not being challenged anymore, where I don't feel joy when I get up and go to work. And knowing the other company that I was interviewing at, I felt like, yeah, man, that zeal that I want when I wake up in the morning, I will feel it when I work for this company. So everything had happened until this point, had gone well until this point. Now I'm sitting in front of this computer doing the Excel test, and it's not going so well. And I just cannot allow it to mess things up for me. So, moment of desperation, I did the dumbest thing ever. I cheated. I cheated in the Excel test. Yeah, I did. And not only that, but I was caught. Okay. Not immediately, but I was caught at a later stage. And you can just imagine just how embarrassed I was when I was called and being told there were some discrepancies with your test. And knowing what I had done, I'm not now going to try and start denying it. I know what I did and I know what they found. And you know what? Like, I just wanted to hide, to get under something and to never come out again. Or I wish that I could reverse the hands of time and not do what I had done, but it is too late. I had done this, and this is the situation that I was at. And by the way, before recording this, when I was thinking of talking about this and whether or not I should record this, whether or not I should post it, I thought to myself, what will people think about me? What will people on YouTube think about me, that like the general public? And most importantly, what would those people that I care about, my colleagues, my family, my friends, people that mean something to me, what would they think about me when they learn that I did such a thing? And you know what? Yeah, some of them will understand, some of them won't, some of them will judge me, but that's beside the point. I decided to continue to do this because I felt like a lot of us are in a place of desperation, and this desperation clouds our judgment, and we just need other people to just tell us, you know what, I'm also not in a great place, and I've done some bad things and I wish I hadn't done them, but I've done them, and let my experience teach you and help you not to repeat my mistake. It might not be in an Excel test, it might be something else. You might find yourself in a place of desperation, and desperation will bring before you opportunities to do wrong things, to do things that are unwholesome, things that you would normally not do. And I'm here to ask you that do not fall for that. Do not do that. Yes, not doing that might mean that you're not going to get to a place that you want to get, but so be it. It's okay. Don't do the wrong thing. The opportunity, another opportunity might come. Just do not allow desperation to lead you to making wrong and dangerous decisions. So the mistake happened, but it wasn't the end of my life. I actually learned a few lessons from that huge mistake. The first one being that do not underestimate yourself. Do not undervalue yourself. I could have valued myself and realized that even without the amazing Excel skills, I still have loads to offer to this organization. So please do not undervalue yourself. The second lesson that I learned from this is that desperation is dangerous. When you find yourself in a place of being desperate, like desperate to make things happen, just hang on a bit, stop and think, okay? Do not allow your actions to be fueled by desperation. Ambition, yes. Enthusiasm, yes. But desperation, absolutely not. Because when you are fueled by desperation, it will fog your view and lead you to do some dumb things that you can never take back. So do not allow yourself to be fueled by desperation. Very, very dangerous, that one. The third lesson that I learned is to own up to your mistakes. When confronted and called and told that this is what happened, I could have lied. But honestly, who would I have been lying to, and what would that have helped with? It It wasn't going to help anyone with anything. Instead, I would have been digging a deeper hole for myself. And instead of this being a mistake, once off mistake, once off act of dishonesty, I would have been making it now my character, which it isn't. I acted out of character. Now I have to acknowledge it, own up to it, and move on in the right character. The fourth lesson was to forgive yourself. Just forgive yourself. After I got the call, I was very unhappy. I was angry with myself. I was very disappointed with myself. I was embarrassed. I cried when I got the call. I cried for most of the day into the night, and even days after. Even if I wasn't crying, I was really upset with myself. I was not in a good place with myself, and it was so difficult for me to just accept that it has happened, move on. It has happened, move on. So I learned that I need to practice self-compassion and forgive myself. It happened, I've learned, I forgive myself, and I move on. So even you might have already acted in desperation and have done something that you're not proud of, whether you have been caught or not. Just learn from it and forgive yourself, and just don't do the same thing again. The final lesson that I learned from this is that speed kills. Not just when you're driving, but speed kills even when we are making life decisions on a daily basis. I was not happy where I was, and I was in a hurry to get out of where I was, and that hurry, that speed is what encouraged me to make the bad decision to cheat and do something wrong. And instead of the speed getting me there, it killed me. It killed the opportunity that I had. Had I just been honest, I could have failed that, but I did excellent in my interview. I did excellent in my psychometric test, and I could have gotten the job and been taught the Excel test, the Excel skills. But I deprived myself and the organization of the opportunity to do so. So speed kills. Slow down, slow and steady, honest and hardworking. Let's follow that. I really hope that opening up to you in this way has helped you realize that slow and steady success is the only way. If you, like me, have been knocked by the speed associated to desperation, own up to it and forgive yourself. Let's learn from our mistakes and allow them to make us better people. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please click the like button, share it with others, subscribe, and let's meet again next week. Bye for now.